The cabinet clears the insurance bill, retains the foreign direct investment cap at 26%. George Cherian joins us to put all that into perspective. George, clearly it looks like it was on the expected levels. Government has buckled under political pressure.
Well, that's right. The standing committee was opposed to the FDI limit being raised from 26 to 49. So clearly the government has given in to political pressure on that issue. Now, it's not like, life insurance companies were looking for capital. I think most life insurance companies have gone past that phase. Many of them have started generating profits. So capital is not so much the issue. What this, this revision in the FDI limit from 26 to 49 would really have done would have actually been to send out a very positive signal to the global community that, look, we are working towards reforms, we are working on reforms on the finance front, and this is possibly a signal that we will be pushing ahead with reforms in other industries as well. We've lost that opportunity once again. This is going to be taken as a negative, again, this whole issue about government flip-flopping on regulation and reforms. So it's a big negative, not purely from a point of view of capital for life insurance companies. They don't need the capital so much anymore. It's a sentiment issue. It's a big blow to sentiment.
So we have with us Mrinalini Krishna joining us from the Capital or Insurance Bill. Take us through all the details of the bill, what has been cleared.
Well, Nisha, the cabinet has retained the 26% FDI cap in insurance for the insurance sector, and this has been done keeping in mind the recommendation of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Finance, headed by Yashwant Sinha, that had said that at this juncture it does not make sense for the insurance sector to be opened up to 49%. They had seen that since the insurance sector had been opened, this 26% also has not really helped the growth of the insurance sector in India, which is why they said at this juncture possibly it would be more appropriate for insurance companies to tap the market for resources rather than go ahead and raise the FDI cap to 49%. What the cabinet has also cleared that public sector or government-owned general insurance companies can go ahead and raise funds from the market so long as the government shareholding is maintained at 51%. So that's a big change coming in for the general insurance companies. There will be more capital coming in. Also, what the cabinet has cleared today is the minimum capital requirement, which now for life and general insurance companies will be at 100 crore rupees. Health business players, exclusively those players that offer health insurance services, the minimum capital requirement for them will be 50 crore rupees, and for the reinsurance business, minimum capital requirement will be 200 crore rupees. So these are all the things that we are picking up that the cabinet has cleared, indicating more capital for the insurance companies, asking them to go to the market to raise funds. That is what we are picking up that the cabinet has cleared. However, they have not gone ahead and increased the FDI limit to 49%.